Hello, America. I just have to talk to you a little bit today about waking yourself up. Have your voice be heard. Stand up for yourself, for your community, for your state, for your country. Get off your lazy butt and stand up for your rights. All this law is being imposed on us from up high, and we have to pay for it through taxes. Ban the TSA, save the money. Ban the ATF, save the money. Ban social experiments. These community centers, these liberal arts where everybody holds hands and sings kumbaya. The real world is harsh. The real world is real. You have to feed your children or they starve. You have to work or you lose your home. That's reality. These programs of saving people's mortgages and who pays for that? The government doesn't have any money. We do. It's our money, and they're taking your money to pay for these people who refuse to support themselves. Look at the 20 million illegal immigrants here in this country. The government wants to tell us it's 10. Numbers pointing closer to 20 million. Using Medicare, welfare, HUD, Social Security insurance, hospitals, schools. The damage they can do is enormous. Obama says 30 million Americans without insurance. We need to pay for them. Now let me ask you this. Are 20 million of those 30 million illegal aliens? Are we talking about paying for Medicare, medical insurance for the illegal aliens that have snuck into this country and is stealing your chickens from your chicken coop, who are stealing the money out of your pocket? They don't belong here. They're illegal. They should be put back home, not pay for their rent, their medical care. They are not citizens of America. They are not paying taxes like we are. Our benefits are for our people who we pay for. The same goes for foreign aid and foreign policy. We can't afford to send billions to Egypt to rebuild. We need billions here for America to rebuild. Give me a break. You are pushing the people to a point they have no choice but to rebel. We cannot afford, with unemployment so high, to pay for Egypt's rebuilding. So if it is 20 million illegal immigrants, that leaves 10 million of Americans that are without insurance, which is a much more manageable number, which means that we could, through Medicaid, Medicare, and maybe a small program through the government, can help these people get insurance. We don't need a takeover of the insurance of the American people. The government has screwed up everything it's ever took over. Look at the education system. Dewey took it over and we're screwed. We can't even graduate kids that can read. Look at anything else the government has touched, and it's gone to crap, and it costs 10 times more than it ever should cost because the government's running it. Not to include all the government employee pay, pensions for these 7 million government workers, TSA, NSA, ATF, FBI, CIA, all paid for by American dollars. That's not to mention the contractors in other countries training these people to suppress their people so they agree with United States policy. This is a terrible use of our tax dollars, and us Americans should refuse, absolutely refuse, to participate. And if we can't force the government to come around to our way of thinking and save our money, then maybe we shouldn't pay our money. Maybe we should have a way for us to opt out of the government and the fiasco that you want to call these social programs that America has and that we try to implement across the world. Now wake up, America. Put your opinion out there. Talk to your neighbors. We need to stand up. We need to get this done. Now, if you're a Democrat or a Republican, being a Democrat and you hate the Republicans, well, the Republicans were sent up there to get the house in order. They were sent up there to get the budget under control. Now, as soon as they do that, we the people need to put them in check, put the Republicans in check, get them back to what the people want. This is what needs to be done. In my opinion, we should scrap the two-party system and come up with a 7-party system. That way, there's not this manipulation, this duopoly of Congress. They got us either way. We vote this or them. They got us. They implement the same policies. You tell me Obama looks any different than Bush? We're still in Iraq. We're still in Afghanistan. We're still in Guantanamo Bay. We're still wiretapping people without warrants. Now you tell me he's the difference? You want to hate Bush, but you love this man? He's doing the same thing. Wake up. You people have lost your mind. You want to hate on Republicans because they don't believe in gays, they don't believe in abortion. Well, I tell you what, there's a million other issues in this country you might agree with a Republican if you opened your freaking eyes and accepted some truth on what the matter is instead of gnash your teeth and scream and kick because your welfare is going to get taken away. Why don't you stand up for your rights, and why don't you think about personal responsibility? If this nation was founded on personal responsibility, it would still be the strongest nation in the earth. But we continually tell people you're not responsible for your actions. You're not responsible to pay for your bills. It's not your fault that you're stupid and on crack. It's not your fault you can't pay your bills. The government's become your nanny. And therefore, when the government feeds you, you have to do what it says. Just like in your home, what did your father used to tell you? As long as you live under my roof and eat my food, you're going to follow my rules. Well, the government has the same opinion. As long as you're going to eat off of their till, you're going to be forced into these social programs. You're going to be forced into counseling. You're going to be forced into drug testing. You're going to be forced and herded like cattle because you want to be on the government till. Well, get off the government till. Support yourself. The only true thing you need in life is shelter and food. The rest of it is extra. So why don't you try getting off the till? Why don't you try making your own way, and you will be more proud of yourself and more happier than you ever have in America on the till, on the free tit of society, sucking the wealth out of the other people who have decided to work and create wealth for themselves and create a good life. Once you quit sucking off of those people, you will have your own self-dependence and your confidence back. You don't give self-esteem. Self-esteem is earned through hard work and good deeds. Now wake up, America. Think about your freaking self. Get control of this freaking government, or we're all going down the tubes. Do you really want to live in Canada, England, or France? Those places are terrible. They tell you everything. France has got 54% taxes. Over half of your money goes to the nanny state in France. Is that what you want here? You want to earn $7 an hour and $3 an hour goes to the government? Is that what you're into? Why don't you get off your social issues? Why don't you get off your homosexuality? Why don't you get off your abortion? Let's come together and make this country back. Because I guarantee you, when we're free, you're going to get to be homosexual. You'll get to have your abortions because this is a free country. Now think about it. And if you don't agree with me, I dare you to put a video up. Let's hear your views. I hear a lot of liberal Dems screaming and crying, but I don't see any views on here. I don't see any replies on how we should have massive gun control and give 20 million illegal aliens half of our home. Why don't you let these illegals move into your home? Share your home. You only need half the space. Fill the rest with illegals. Yeah, I didn't think that's what you wanted. I didn't think that you'd be the one. You want us all to pay for it so you can feel good about yourself. Well, I tell you what, I'm not paying for it.